Hey guys, it's April with All Things Beautiful, and I'm here today to show you some new products. New for me. I think there's some that may be like new on the market, but not 100% sure about that. But it is how I got this look today. If you're interested in seeing how I accomplished that and what products I use to do so, please continue watching and let's get started. Okay, let's get started. I have primed my face as usual using the same products that I have tried many times before and works for me. That's the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. I also have been using this e.l.f. Matte Oil Control Primer just through my T-zone. That seems to help control the shine that I have going on there that kind of breaks throughout the day. And what else? Oh, the Milani eyeshadow primer. Nothing new. You guys have seen me use that a million times. Y'all know that it's my favorite. So what I have got to try today is some BB creams. This is something very new to me. It is not something that I have used before. I think I talked about that in my last video because I have been just a full coverage foundation kind of girl, and it's very hard for me to wrap my head around something that's more sheer and lightweight because of my skin imperfections. I have been so insecure about them for so long that it's taken me a long time to become a little more comfortable in my skin, and I have been doing that with some very awesome inexpensive skincare products. So if you have not been following me and you do not know what I'm talking about, please go back and look through my videos and find those videos all about the skincare, because hands down they have made me feel so much better about the look of my skin, the texture, the appearance, the fine lines, all of the problems that I had before and still have a little of. Everything's not completely gone, don't get me wrong, but it has made such a huge difference. And so now I'm really interested in looking into these more lightweight BB creams, something that you can just wear when you just need to run a couple of errands, you know, you're off work, but you don't want to put a full face on. That kind of thing. So what I have for you today is Physicians Formula. I have not used a whole lot of Physician Formula products, and so I'm anxious to kind of dive off into that a little bit, and I'm starting with this BB cream selection. This is Organic Wear All-in-One Beauty Balm Cream, 100% natural origin, 70% organic. This is SPF 20. Multitasking formula: hydrates, smooths, protects, nourishes, conceals, repairs, evens out, preps, and primes. This says refreshing hydration, skin nourishing color, healthy looking radiance. This is a coconut cocktail, it says. And so let's see, the active ingredient actually is sunscreen. So that's not something that I have really like called out in my videos that I use, and I don't single out like use a sunscreen, but a lot of the foundations that I have used before, and I can't remember off the top of my head, let me look at this one if it says, have not or do have some form of sunscreen in them. So it is one of the things I probably need to work on more, is adding that into my skincare regimen. And I know I would get like a swat on the hand from a lot of YouTube influencers that say you must, and I agree. There's no harm that can come from it, only good to do that. It's just, in my mind, it's just one more thing, and if I can find a foundation or a moisturizer or something that I'm putting on my skin along with my makeup or prior to my makeup that already has SPF in it, like I don't feel the need to spend the extra money or go the extra step to apply a sunscreen that's just that and that alone. But I know each of you have your own. This doesn't say, the foundation that I've been wearing doesn't say on there, and I don't think that it probably has any in it. But you do what's best for your skin. You know if it's the right thing to do it. It's like I tell my little boys all the time, do what's right even when nobody's watching, because that's ethic. That builds character. That protects you and it makes you look your best, right? So do it, okay? Now, I did order this online, so I'm not real sure how the color is going to work out for me, but it comes in this little, oh, okay, give me 2 seconds. It came in this box like that. It also says on the side, 100% free of harsh chemicals, synthetic preservatives, free of parabens, free of GMOs, free of synthetic colors, free of synthetic fragrances, and cruelty-free. So that's really good for a lot of you. I can get this little plastic. It comes with a little plastic thing like it sits down in the box. Oh, wow. Okay, April. Clearly, I need to be working out. So, it looks a little on the like pink side for me, like a pink undertone. So I'm a little nervous because I have yellow undertone skin, but we'll see how this goes. Again, I'm using my Real Techniques Clean Beauty Blender, although it doesn't look too clean. Okay, so this is like a very thick formula. Let's apply this and see how it goes. It looks a little dark, so I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. Oh, it's super thick. I don't know how this isn't more along a foundation line, but it's definitely thicker than the one that I used last week. What does that smell? Let's see. Can't really smell it out of the tube. You know, it kind of has like a peachy scent to it. So I don't think it's supposed to have a fragrance to it, but it does. Very, very faint. So I wouldn't be like put off by that at all. But the formula is super thick. Like you can see that clear. And I don't know, it's not really going on any thicker, I don't think, than the one that I used last week, but I think it's playing with my mind a little bit because I feel like the thicker it is, it makes me feel like I'm putting on like a full coverage foundation and just soothes my soul. So, you know, I talked to y'all last week about, you know, what are y'all doing since you're being quarantined or isolated or social distancing, whatever you are having to do or calling it at this moment. And any tips or suggestions on like what to do to keep busy, keep kids busy and such as that. And so today I was off work and we're having like cutting back some hours. So I told the boys, I told them last night, we are going to have a productive day today. We are not going to sit around in front of the TV all day because, I mean, let's face it, that's so easy to do. It's easy to distract them, and it's easy for me to just sit around on my tail and rest because we just don't get a lot of that. I mean, in the nursing profession, and I know there's other professions out there too that, you know, y'all are working all the time, truck drivers, you know, lots of fields where there's no rest really, people who are working multiple jobs. And anyway, I just want to sit down, like I just want to like take my mind off of everything that's going on around me, no matter if it's during a pandemic or not. I want to watch something and be entertained by something that is just, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to put my mind into it. And y'all, I'm not a TV watcher. Like I've never been one to sit down and like binge watch TV or anything like that. I'm just too busy to do that. And I don't know, it'll make you lazy quick. So I told them, I'm like, we're going to be productive. on Monday. And we get up this morning, and of course I want to sleep in a little bit, so I tell the boys, you know, come lay down with me and let's go back to sleep for a little while. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. So, y'all, this is like really thick. I love the application of it. It's still sheer, you can see that, but so far, like, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up for color. And texture and application. Now, where, you know, we might be playing a whole nother ball game with that, but anyway, the boys, of course, wouldn't let me sleep late, so we got up and they ate some breakfast, and then we went for a run around the neighborhood, got back. Wesley wants to come inside and watch TV. I'm like, nope, that's not what we're doing today. So we go outside and weed the flower beds, and I've had a chair in my garage for quite some time that I thought about bringing inside, but my husband asked me at lunchtime not to because he says he doesn't like it, so he doesn't want it to be in our home, and that's fine because it's been out there for a year. It's just a glider rocker, but you know, it doesn't fit like the rest of the colors in our house, and it really needs to be, like, you know, painted to do that. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Just needs to clean the cushions. But we did that, and he came home for lunch, and so we ate lunch, and he went back to work, and so the boys have been outside helping still with like landscape and stuff and playing. I told them they could play while I come and shot this video for you guys. So the next thing that I purchased is the Physicians Formula Argan Wear. This is SPF 30 Broad Spectrum Sunscreen Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil BB Concealer. It did come in this shiny gold and silver box. This says conceal, highlight, and touch up. 100% pure argan oil. I don't know how I feel about that. Y'all know me and oil go together about like water and oil. This does say ultralight all-in-one concealer, highlighter, touch-up tool can be used all over your face to even out skin tone while adding a touch of radiance with each stroke. Featuring a unique oil drop shape flow-through sponge blender, which allows for target application around your eye area, nose, cheek, brow bones to achieve a perfect canvas. Instantly brightens dull complexion, hides imperfections, and smooths the appearance of fine lines while protecting with SPF 30 for a youthful looking glow. This says glow renewing benefits infused with 100% pure argan oil known as liquid gold, for its rich conditioning benefits that can improve skin's brightness, tone, texture, and elasticity. Y'all know I'm all about that, but we're not trying to be oily either. So the magical ingredient from Morocco transforms skin, smoothing the appearance of fine lines, brightening dull skin, and renewing suppleness, helping to enhance skin's youthful glow. Exotically scented formula instantly delivers a lit from within glow. Okay. Hypoallergenic, gluten-free, cruelty-free, paraben-free, non-comedogenic, dermatologist approved. Directions: lightly squeeze a small amount of product and apply around your eye area, nose, cheek, brow bones using sponge blender or fingertips to blend. Use alone or under makeup. Boom. And then this is what the little tube looks like, and it's such a cute little tube. Okay. So this is in light medium, shape before use. Okay. Yeah, the color is just like a little different, and like my neck and my face with that. And then here is like the sponge tip. What? You see that little hole? Okay, so that's like really firm, not real squishy, so it'll be interesting to see how that, and like oh hey, squeezing. This is like apparently, let's see what size this is. This is just a 0.35 ounces, so not a lot of product. Okay, that's pretty stiff, and I'm not sure I like that, but we're gonna go with it. Yeah, I don't think that is gonna work out so well for us, but you don't want to be like super rough around your eyes with anything, because that tugging on the skin will create, you know, the fine lines and wrinkles, and so we don't want to do that. Ugh. So like I feel like I don't get anything, and then I get a ton. And it does not have very much in it, so that's pretty disappointing. I don't remember how much I paid for this, so I am going to list everything below, but let's just put it on like that, and then I'm going to use my other sponge, and we're going to put it on like we've put on everything else in the past. And so just a tip, and we're just applying. But anyway, so I came in before I started my video and started on a dessert to take to work tomorrow. One of the girls at work asked me to bring a dessert that I've made before and she liked, and I've told them I would. And so it's been, she asked me probably in December, and I'm just now getting around to doing it. But I started that process, and I'll finish it up when I get through with this probably. May go outside and do something with the kids, but I've got supper laid out. We are going to grill chicken thighs tonight. And do y'all ever do like skillet corn? So there's some really good recipes out there. You can find them on, you know, allrecipes.com or Pinterest on how to do skillet corn. By the time you add everything in there, it's really not healthy for you, but it tastes really good and everybody really enjoys it. So we're gonna have that, and I don't know what else. There's some zucchini, I think, in the fridge that I need to cook. So, you know, we're like rationing out our food appropriately. Like nobody's going hungry, but we're finally understanding what portion control is during this time that's just crazy madness. Not sure if you can get groceries or what your family eats or whatever. So, you know, what we have, we're just making sure that we eat all of it. My husband was wanting to grill last night, and it was just me and him here till later, so we just decided to do something quick for just the two of us. But so I've got to marinate those as well. Okay, so actually the concealer applies very well. I don't know like how well you can see that. It's such a, but anyway, it's about the same consistency as the BB cream that I use on my face when applied. Not necessarily when it comes out. It's more liquidy whenever it comes out, but once it's like in place, it looks the same on my skin. So I'm impressed with that. Super impressed. Alrighty. The boys are wanting to go fishing today. So my husband and I went fishing over the weekend. They were with their dad, and we had plans initially to to have some friends come from out of town, but because of all of this, had to cancel and were not able to come. Wesley's ball games got canceled, and so we just took some time and a trip for ourselves and drove out to the country, and we went fishing on Saturday all day, and it was so peaceful and so serene out there. It is where I grew up, fishing with my family, and I just have such fond memories of that it just was a place of peace for me, and I needed that right now during this time, because I've been struggling, I'm not gonna lie, to keep it together, because it's been very difficult for me to process as a nurse where this can take us with our children and our families. And so we both needed that mind reset, and we took that time to just go out there and not talk about the bad things that's going on in this world or the worries or concerns that we have. But we fished, and we were so excited, and the boys knew that we went fishing, and they were upset because they didn't get to go. So when they got home last night, we have like a lake or huge pond in our neighborhood, actually across the road from our house. So they wanted to walk over there before dark, and we did. Of course, I don't really know that there's any fish in there, but haven't had any luck fishing out of there yet. But it was something for them to do just for a little while. But I did tell them that whenever my husband got off work tonight, that we would go fishing for a little while, because we still have some worms to use, and I'm excited to take them, hoping we don't get taken away by the bugs. But anyway, we have some things that we're looking forward to doing today. Wesley also wanted to play some cornhole, which we will do as well, but we won't do it tonight because my husband won't get off work in time for us to do all of that before dark. And we won't go fishing for very long, but I told him we would take them, so we're gonna do that. Little place that we found. We went the other day, but nothing was biting. He's one to use, he likes to use artificial baits, and I've always used live bait. Like, I've never had any luck using artificial bait, and he has a ton of it, so yeah, I just let him do that. But when we went the other day, he was using artificial bait and still wasn't getting a bite, and I was using artificial bait and I wasn't getting a bite either. So we're gonna try the live bait today, see how that goes. But it's a place, like, it's not around anybody. We would just be by ourselves, so we're gonna see how that goes. All right, the more I wear this, the more it looks like it's oxidizing maybe, or changing colors a little bit on my skin. So yeah, I'm not crazy about that, but we'll try to make do. You can't really tell a whole lot on camera, doesn't look like, but I can tell up close. We also have a thing going on in our neighborhood right now where, like last week, we did a bear hunt, and everybody in the neighborhood, or those that wanted to participate, did put stuffed bears or bear drawings or whatever in windows in their house. And so there's a YouTube link to bear hunt, and it just sings a song basically. And so we did that last week, and then this week someone came up with the idea to do rainbows. So we've participated in that, and it's been real fun and interesting to see everybody's sidewalk chalk art for rainbows outside. The boys had already drawn me some pictures of rainbows like a week or so ago, when they had to go with me to work one day, when we were just in the office, no patients to be seen. But I'm trying to lighten this up just a little bit right here, especially along my jawline. So anyway, JC's was like really, really big, and Wesley's not so much. But I took them and put JC's in his bedroom window, and I took Wesley's and put it in one of the front door windows. So it just gives everybody something to do when we're like shut up inside. And you can like keep to yourself while you're doing that. I think this is kind of hard to see, but anyway. Let me close out. That's that. So that's pretty fun for everybody in the neighborhood to do. Well, it scared me up to death. The cat's bumping or the kids are coming in, one or the other. I think they're still outside. I hear the neighbor's basketball going, and I hope that my children are not over there, because, you know, my neighbors, like a lot of people in the neighborhood, and people should be right now, they are really trying to quarantine themselves to their house. And my little one really doesn't know boundaries. And I've tried to tell him, like, you can't go over to the neighbor's house. Don't go over there. They're outside in their front yard. And like, don't go over there. We're not trying to be rude. We're not trying to be mean. But he just doesn't understand. So if the parents are at home, though, they'll tell them, get back. Anyway, let me do my eye makeup like really fast, and then I'll come back and show you what something else is that I bought, okay? Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, so now I am back with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Y'all know, like, I've been sold on Milani forever. It is my go-to. I love it. So I am nervous, but also anxious to see how this works because I've heard really, really good things about it. And so I'm anxious to see how it actually applies. This says what it is an ultra luxurious bronzer infused with maru butter to deliver a radiant Brazilian goddess glow. Incredibly creamy and soft texture combines the best features of a powder and cream bronzer to deliver a lit from within tropical glow unlike any other. Why it's good for you. It's infused with a powerful blend of maru. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. Butter. Capuca. I'm sure I slaughtered that. Butter. And Tucuma butter from the lush and nutrient-rich Amazon. Clearly, I'm not from there, so I don't know how to pronounce that, but lots of butter, it sounds like. Packed with essential fatty acids and provitamins that softens, conditions, and moisturizes skin, leaving it silky soft. I hear a kid crying. My little one crying. Directions may be worn alone or over makeup. Use sponge applicator. Glide over face and neck for a natural looking tan glow. To accentuate and contour, apply more over cheekbones. Mirror and brush included. What? This is in a light bronzer, 6675. Comes packaged this way. Very thick packaging. Oh, what's going on here? And oh, it's cute. It's a cute little compact. Very tropical. It's pretty thick. Okay, so it comes like a little tri-up. Let me grab that. Trifold type thing where it holds your sponge and it has a mirror. Okay, and then the bronzer. So it has this little applicator with it that is very unique. Okay, it's like I guess the green is like throwing me off. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if your parents ever use this, but when I was a kid growing up, like, people used that turtle wax stuff, and that's what that sponge reminds me of. I don't know about applying this with a sponge instead of a brush, but let's just see. Okay. And there's no glitter to this either, so ooh. Okay, I don't know about that. Let's opt for my brush that I normally use, the Kabuki brush, and I'll apply it that way. Because I don't know, that's weird. And let's just spread the love. Okay, so this isn't super dark. It's not going on dark at all. I don't know. I'm not sold on it taking the place of the Milani. I will say that. Also has a really weird smell to it. What? is that smell? Ah, tannin lotion. That's what that smells like. I don't know, guys. Like, I just... I'm not against this at all, but it's definitely not going to take the place of the Milani for me. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching. So, something. Oh gosh, feels like fur on my face now. I don't know why that would be, but I'm gonna put that back in there. So yeah, it's not horrible, but I don't know. I don't know where all that butter came in at, because I didn't see the butter part of it, but it's not horrible, so that's a good thing. And I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, that this costs somewhere around the same price as the Milani. But y'all, what I will say so far is, like, I'm gonna give the BB cream and the concealer a thumbs up. I have some waterproof mascara that I'm gonna put on, and so I'm gonna see if that transfers down here, because that's 100% argan oil. But that will be my only downfall to that, because so far, like, it's not creasing at all. It does look very hydrated under my eyes. It blended very well. And it really looks pretty flawless on the skin. All of it combined. But it looks a little splotchy probably in here, but it really is not. So let me do this mascara. I'm gonna take some pictures outside, because I think that you need to see it outside to, like, really appreciate it. Now, I'm just gonna kind of line the lips a little bit and apply a gloss. I do have some new, like, lip products. One is here, and I thought about using it today, but I think I'd rather wait till the others come in, because I think one's a gloss, maybe a lip plumper, and a lip liner that's new. So I want to kind of try all those together. This is just that same thing that I've been using, the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. I'm not one to have just a huge collection of lip colors in my purse or makeup bag, because I gravitate towards the same colors all the time, and I try to find something that looks good with most everything. And I would rather play around with my eyes than the lips. So if you can find something that's just like a natural, pretty, you know, goes with anything kind of lip colors. Like, I just don't gravitate to a whole bunch of different things, although I will try them for you. I don't own a lot. Okay. And I'm gonna spray it with the setting spray. Y'all know I have to do that like every time. Love it so much. So let's see how that works. So anyway, that's that for makeup. I'm going to let that dry, take some pictures in the daylight lighting for you, and I'm gonna work on this hair for a second, and so we'll see how it all comes together. All right, guys, that's it. So what do you think? Let me know. Y'all, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And I'm really trying to reach more viewers. So any tips that you can give or shares that you would like to give out for these videos, please do so. I am so excited to bring this to you today, and I hope that these are some products that'll work for you. So until next time, y'all take care, wear your protection, be safe, and God love y'all.